In fact, we have this concept, actually, it's called One Health. That actually the health that occurs, in animals and the things that we study in animals are directly applied to people. And there's a lot of things that are that we call they're zoonotic. When we used to think about the zoonotic sort of being in one direction, it was from the animal to the people, but in fact we understand now that it can go in both directions, and particularly when we talk about influenza. This concept of One Health is very key because really pathogens that affect people or how we respond to them are exactly the same thing in animals. So when we study animal health and we study how infections work in animals, it's directly applied not only in terms of as a model, but in fact because they can be transferred back and forth. So it's really, the two are tied very closely together. So that's why we have this concept that we've really been talking about, One Health, that really human health and animal health or in veterinary medicine are really one and the same, that particularly as it relates to infectious disease, that those diseases, how the animals respond to them is very similar whether we're talking about animals and livestock or we're talking about people. The things that we have available in terms of vaccines and what we can vaccinate for and how we look at infectious disease in veterinary medicine and in animal health, in a lot of ways, we're way ahead of the human side. And so, we really work at preventing. That's really the area that we look at the most. My research and the things I do is all with vaccines. And so I think what most people would be amazed at what we can do in animals and livestock in terms of prevention. It's important to us, as it is to the whole industry, that we can diagnose things quickly. So we can give the answer as quick as we can. And the other advantage that we have in animals is that when we do have, so like H5N2, there's already vaccines that have already been developed. Even though this thing just started in April, that would never happen on the human side. There's no way that they can get vaccines out and about, but the way that the industry is put together, the way that we do diagnosis, the way that we report and all work together really is all designed to help make our livestock industry produce the healthiest and the safest animals that we can, and be and for ourselves as well.